So what you can see behind me is the all new compact SUV from Nissan. Yes, this is the all new Nissan Magnite, which is completely developed, designed from India, and which will be sent across for their global market, which is something big, right? Yes, this is quite an interesting compact SUV from Nissan, which is a very important product for Nissan as well. So we will be doing a complete and detailed walk around video with the all new Nissan Magnite, and it looks quite interesting from all angles. So I'll go into detail about it, guys. So before that, please subscribe to our channel and also hit the bell icon so that you will get all the notifications, and please follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. So first thing, I'll talk about the design and exteriors of the all new Nissan Magnite. It is completely an all new SUV, right? So to start with, I'll go from the ground clearance part. Actually, it comes with 205 mm of ground clearance, which is pretty impressive actually. If you take a closer look of the Magnite, it doesn't feel compact at all. From any angle you take a look, it feels like a proper big SUV. That's my personal opinion, guys. So coming to the side profile, to talk about the dimensions, I only know that this is a sub-compact SUV. That means it will be less than length. I am not sure about the width, I am not sure about the height as well. But in one close look, I feel that the Magnite is pretty wider compared to the competition, and also pretty taller as well. So we'll talk about the space and all once we go to the interiors. So from the side profile, actually this looks pretty smart in my opinion. There are a lot of smart lines which enhances the design of the Magnite. So first thing, here we have a Nissan Magnite badging, which looks very sporty in my opinion. Nissan comes in black and Magnite letters comes in chrome, so that looks pretty interesting. And the best thing from the side profile is squared wheel arches. This looks like this gives the Magnite a proper SUV feel actually. The squared wheel arches is one of my favorite, and here we get diamond cut alloy wheels, which is 16-inch, and this one is standard actually. Even if you go for the base variants, you will get the same 16-inch tires, but only difference will be the wheels. It will not be alloys, it will be steel rims. So that will be the difference. The advantage of that is, like, you know, even if you go for the base variants, you will get the same driving dynamics because the wheel size is not changed. And talking about the alloys, it comes in two shades actually. Here we have a piano black finish, and here we have a silver finish as well. So that looks pretty nice. On the middle we have a Nissan badging as well. So I spoke about the squared wheel arches, and let me tell you about the side mirrors. The mirrors comes with a piano black finish with integrated side indicators, and here we have puddle lamps, so that gives the Magnite a proper premium feel at night, especially because here the light projection will come to the floor and it looks properly premium. And talking about the side profile, I just noticed that it has a large side windows, so that will keep the interiors very airy, because you feel that there is a lot of space on the inside because of the large side windows. That is pretty impressive. Chrome door handles with keyless entry option, not only on the driver side, on the co-passenger side as well. And that looks nice actually, the chrome door handles. To talk about this specific paint job, this has 4 layers of red coating actually. That's what Nissan told us, and because of that, you know, the paint finish is pretty nice and impressive, and at different lighting you will feel that the red is at different shades. And here we have a chrome roof rails, which is actually functional. This has a load bearing capacity of up to 50 kilograms, and the roof comes in a piano black finish. In this variant, there is no sunroof, but I'm not sure whether this will get a sunroof or not. We will have to wait and watch the world premiere to know more details. If it's not having a sunroof, it will be a big miss in my opinion, because all compact SUVs in the segment is coming with a sunroof, even if it is a smaller sunroof. And coming to the back side, I just have to mention that we don't get shark fin antenna. Instead, we get old school antenna. Here, easily Nissan could have given a shark fin antenna. And if you take a closer look at the roof, here we get a curvy finish on the middle. So that looks properly different and sporty in my opinion. Because on the front you get a flat roof. Coming to the rear end of the car, here we get a curvy sort of design which looks neat and sporty as well. One of the best looking rear end is for the Magnite is what I will say, because it looks very neat, very sporty, and very much there is not much of a clutter here. Actually everything looks pretty neat. Here we have a Nissan logo, Magnite badging which looks very nice, and of course here we have a turbo badging because this is the turbo variant, and the rear complete lighting system is completely LED, and here we get a rear wiper with defogger. The roof comes black, I told you already, and the best thing is that here we have skid plates coming. So here we have a rear parking camera. The integration of the camera is something which I like the most, because we will not be able to find where the camera is at all. So the fit and finish is pretty awesome, I should say. And here we get the skid plates. Here we get a small chrome finish as well. So all together, from the rear also, if you take a look at the Magnite, it looks like a proper SUV. I don't feel that this is a compact SUV at all. The design is like pretty impressive, I should say. So let me open the boot and show you the boot space actually. Here we have 336 liters of boot space. Even by numbers it's not the best in class. Actually the boot looks pretty big in my opinion. Here we get 60/40 rear split seats, which is very much useful, and as per Nissan they say that the boot lid is actually kept as low as possible, but however I don't feel much of a difference. It's actually I feel that it will be quite easy to load and unload things as well. 336 liters of boot space and 60/40 split seats at the rear. So let me close the boot of the Magnite. Talking about the front end of the Magnite, I should say that it has a very imposing front end, a very heavy front end design as well. So to start with, I'll start with the hood actually. Here we have nice design lines which makes the Magnite a very sporty design from the outside. You take a look at the hood. The hood line comes till here, and from here it starts the grille. So we have the all new Nissan logo, and the grille this is how it looks. I will have to tell you that this comes in a sort of grey color, and here we have a chrome finishing all across the grille. So that gives the Magnite's front face a very imposing road presence from the front. And I told you, here we have bi-projector LED headlamps, L-shaped LED DRLs, and fog lamps which is also LED. And what looks very sporty is the front skid plates. We have seen the same design in the Nissan Kicks as well, but that is quite bigger compared to this one. But still, the skid plates give the Magnite a proper macho looks is what I feel. And all in all, comparing everything, it has a very striking design in my opinion. The only thing which I have to mention is that it doesn't feel like a compact SUV at all. Of course, it's less than 4 meters in length, and of course it will be matching the other compact SUVs in terms of dimensions. But still, this doesn't feel like a compact SUV at all. So Nissan has done a great job in terms of styling the car. It looks properly like a big macho SUV is what I feel. Okay guys, so I'm inside the all new Nissan Magnite and just got inside the car, and I should say that this feels like a bigger car in terms of the interior space. So that is something which I really like. The seats are pretty tall and that gives a very nice feel when you're sitting inside the Magnite, and it comes with all black interiors. If you take a closer look, you can feel that this layer is slightly different. This layer is something very smooth, and in the concept car we would have seen that this layer is completely red. Instead of that, this is an all black interior which has come as of now. The dashboard looks very sharp and very interesting to look. Actually, the AC vents are pretty sharply designed, and I will have to show you from the door pad actually. So take a look at the door pad. You have this nice chrome accents over here, and you have a nice seat fabric sort of finish with a stitching finish as well. So that looks very nice. And one thing which I have to tell you is that just take a look at the door lock, which looks very old school. So a modern locking system or door lock would have made it even more better, is what I feel in my opinion. And coming to the door pads again, we get 1 liter water bottle holders on the door pads, which is actually very spacious if you ask. And coming to the glove box, if you take a look, this comes with a best in class glove box actually, which comes with 10 liter capacity. This is not a cooled glove box. That is the missing feature if you ask me. And so interiors, to talk about the interiors, here we get an 8-inch touchscreen with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay with wireless pairing option as well. That is quite interesting. And we have a nice looking typical Nissan sort of steering wheel, which comes with cruise control options on the right and audio controls on the left. So I'll just start the car. The start stop switch is right here, which is surrounded by a chrome finish actually. The engine sound feels very much refined, and here we have the AC controls. So if you take a look at the AC controls, which comes with a middle display as well, and we get toggle sort of switches here. So that looks pretty nice if you ask. And on the top, to talk about the screen, here we get the first in segment 360-degree view. So this is very useful actually, but the thing is the camera clarity is very poor. That is one thing which I am to mention. And coming back to the home screen, 8-inch touchscreen, it looks very neat actually. It's clutter free. Here we have an option called driving eco. So what that means is that if you press this, the car will give you scores when you're driving in terms of acceleration, gear shift and anticipation. So this, based on this score, you can actually improve the way you are driving, and it will help you to get better fuel efficiency. So that is very completely a new feature if you ask me. So talking about the audio system, it comes with a 6-speaker audio system in this line, and it will also have a premium audio system. So no details regarding that as of now. I'm not sure which brand it will come. So as of now, this variant comes with a 6-speaker audio system, and there is a tech pack which is available in the Magnite. So here we have a mobile charging pad actually available. If you take a look right below the AC controls, here we have a mobile charging pad. This can actually be turned into a wireless charging pad using the tech pack. So the tech pack will make this pad wireless charger, and also a little bit of additional changes in the tech pack model. So the tech pack can be installed in the base variant as well as on the top variant as well. So this is an 8-inch touchscreen. I showed you everything about that. And right behind the steering wheel, what we can notice is the 7-inch color TFT display. So that gives a proper, I'll just turn on the car so you can see how the display looks. So you will get an around view monitor. The car will be parked coming in front of you, and this is how you get tire pressure monitoring system as well. And what I don't like about this thing is that an analog unit would have given a much more nicer feel instead of this digital display, is what I feel in my personal opinion. The steering feels nice to hold, and you get white stitching on the steering wheel. And what else, the steering wheel is tiltable, and the best thing about the Magnite on the front row is that you get a very commanding view with the tall seating position, and such nice view actually, because the cabin feels pretty wider. And something which is missing is that the door locks are pretty old. and the handrest which is not movable, and there is no compartment inside the handrest. Actually, this is not openable, so that thing is missing. Other than that, here we get nice and big bottle holders which can carry 1 liter bottle holders here in the middle portion itself. And other than that, here we have a nice space to keep all your belongings, and here we have the key fob. This is how the key fob of the all new Magnite looks. In my opinion, this could have been made even more better. And it comes with a 5-speed manual gearbox in the 1 liter turbo variant as well. No idea about the power figures. So this is how the front row of the Magnite looks like, and the seats offer pretty nice comfort. Actually, the seats are pretty slim, but still it offers very nice comfort. It comes with wide stitching, and the fabric is pretty awesome. It will not get dirty at all, so that is pretty useful if you ask me. So overall, this is how the Magnite's front row looks, and I'll quickly take you to the back row. And I have no idea about the sunroof. Actually, maybe it will come in the future, but as of now, in this variant, there is no sunroof available. So let's go to the second row of the Magnite. Inside the second row of the Nissan Magnite, and one thing I have to tell you is that the front seats are kept as per my configuration, so that is still, you know, I have enormous amount of leg room. And the second thing is that the floor is almost as flat as possible, so because of that, 3 people can comfortably sit here without any sort of trouble. Here we have nice door seat back pockets, and the car feels wide enough so that 3 people can comfortably sit. And the advantage of the floor is also added advantage for making 3 people comfortable. So that is one thing, and the seats feel pretty comfortable if you ask me. The handrest comes like this with 2 big cup holders and a mobile holder as well. So this is like smartly designed move, and as I already told you, the seats are 60-40 split, which will be pretty useful. And 2 nice headrests if you ask me. There is no third headrest, but still 2 nice headrests, and 3 people will be extremely comfortable here. And if you take a look at the rear quarter glass, here we have a nice portion which is open, and because of that, some sort of airiness you will feel inside the cabin because light will come inside. And another important thing is that even if you are sitting at the back, you get a very nice view of the front. So that will not give you any sort of, you know, any sort of trouble when you are traveling on a long drive. So overall, if you ask me about the Magnite, I'll tell you with what all information which is available. It's quite a nice package. Actually, the car feels very much spacious. Finally, you know, even if it is missing a couple of features, finally it matters how it drives, how good it is to travel inside. That is what it matters finally. So comparing that, I feel that this car will offer very good comfort in terms of you know, space, in terms of travel pleasure, and in terms of drivability as well, because this is finally a Nissan. So eagerly waiting to drive this car and tell you more about it. So as of now, the sunroof option is missing. Maybe in World Premiere we can get some surprises. What I don't like is this very much old school door locking mechanism, and even taller people will be pretty comfortable sitting at the rear. And the car came with a 1 liter turbo petrol engine, and it's globally called as HRA0, and we are not sure about the power and torque figures and even the fuel efficiency, but as of what we heard from the engineers, they have told that it will have segment leading acceleration, it will have segment leading fuel efficiency, but let's wait and watch during the world premiere. And it will be only available in a petrol variant because Nissan's entire lineup is only available in petrol, and the other petrol engine is what we are not sure about. So as of we know, it will be available in a 1 liter turbo petrol, which will be mated to a 5-speed manual and Xtronic CVT transmission. The other petrol engine will have to wait and watch during the world premiere. So to talk about the safety features in the all new Magnite, first thing, let me tell you that the body feels very, very strong. Actually, you can literally feel the build quality of the Nissan Magnite if you touch and feel the car. That is one thing, because that comes very much under safety, right? So I have to mention that. And other than that, you get dual airbags, ABS with EBD, anti-roll bar for better cornering at higher speed cornering control. Traction control is available. I showed you the traction control option to turn it off on the right hand side of the steering wheel, and you get hill start assist and also vehicle dynamics control for safer maneuvering of the Nissan Magnite. So this is all about the safety features of the all new Nissan Magnite. Hope you guys enjoyed the first look video of the Nissan Magnite, and to sum it up, actually in the first look itself I am pretty impressed is what all I have to say. Actually the information is pretty limited today. Actually this is shot before the 21st of October. 21st October is what the world premiere is happening, and you will be watching this video right after the world premiere. So a lot of informations additional to this will be unveiled during the world premiere. For example, the dimensions of the vehicle is little unknown, and but however the interior space is on a good side, I should mention that. And also like what all other variants will be available. For example, this is the 1 liter turbo variant which will be available on a CVT transmission and as well as a manual gearbox. So other than this, what other engine options will be available, the exact power figures are all is unknown for me, because the brand has not unveiled to us before the world premiere. So hopefully we will get to know everything during the world premiere, and I believe the numbers will be pretty exciting. So in the first look I told you the Nissan Magnite is pretty exciting, and it is completely developed and designed from scratch here in our country, and this will be a global product. So hopefully Nissan will be able to churn out better numbers with the Magnite, and in telling so that what I mean to say is that the price of the Magnite will start from between 5.5 to 6 lakh rupees for the base variant. The ex-showroom price is what I'm talking about, and if Nissan could price it pretty well, I'm sure that a lot of Magnites will be sold across the country as across the global market as well, and this will completely bring a paradigm shift for the future of the brand Nissan, and I'm pretty excited about that. In first look itself I'm pretty excited about the Magnite because it stands out from the competition in terms of the features, in terms of the looks as well. So hopefully fingers crossed, because I want to know more details about the Magnite. I want to know the pricing as well, and regarding the launch, I'm not sure whether they will launch the car before 2020, because only 2 more months left, and hopefully they will launch the car pretty soon, and we will get to drive the car pretty soon, and we will be bringing a complete detailed review of this, the Magnite, the compact SUV from Nissan, very soon as we get our hands on it. And till then guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and also hit the bell icon so that you will get all the notifications, and please follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thank you so much. Bye bye.